Have you ever wanted to live in a city where we care more about the money than the people who live in our city? Well, if you said yes, then Canada is the city for you, where 90% of it is covered in tons of factories that are just spewing out lots of poisonous smog into the air that if you breathe, you might in fact get lung cancer immediately. So come to Canada today, where your health will be depleted instantly, but your wallets will be packed over time if you work diligently and don't get fired from your job. Yay! Anyways, welcome back to SimCity, guys. My name is AttackingTucans, and boy, this game is a freaking doozy. I feel like the more we do in this game, just the more stressed out I get, because you just unlock more and more things, and it just gives you more and more options to your city, which just makes things pretty stressful. So we have a lot on our plate today. Our main thing that we want to do is we want to start building televisions and computers, because we'll be making bankrolls. We'll be making bands. We're gonna be pulling out our money guns, just shooting strippers all over the place because we won't even know what to do with our money, so we'll just shoot dollar bills onto naked women who will then use it to go, I don't know, what do strippers normally buy? Just more clothes to take off because they're strippers? I don't know. It looks like our sewage plant is getting close to reaching capacity again. Let's add on some more of these treatment tanks so we don't have what happened last episode happen to us again, where sewage started spilling all into the ground, causing our water pumping station to start sucking up tons of poop for people to drink. Hopefully they're treating the water. I don't think they were. I think we were just feeding people poopy water. It happens sometimes. We also need to do something about education. Whoa, look at this. Are they having class on the roof, like a little study group? Or are they all taking a smoke break? You know, knowing the people in this city, they're probably taking a smoke break. They're so stressed out from their lives. They need to smoke at least 30 cartons of cigarettes a day to get by. I'm pretty sure a carton is like 12 packs of cigarettes. So yes, our people are legitimately smoking over 100 cigarettes a day just to live in our city. It's the price you have to pay to live in a city like this, honestly. Man, this is just the nicest looking sewage treatment tank I've ever seen. So beautiful. So it looks like education is starting to become a small problem. Manufacturing factories are complaining that they can't find skilled workers. Build more schools. Stop telling me what to do. Okay, I'll do it. Let's build another community college. Eventually, I want to build a university, but I don't think I want to build it in this city. I want to build it over into Kansas, because that's where all of our high wealth people are. We're trying to keep the city low wealth. So let's just stick with our community colleges, because they teach the trade skills. They teach the welders and the mechanics and the automobile people and the factory workers how to do their jobs. Honestly, going to a community college is way more practical in our society than going to university, and I do not know why our education system doesn't urge more students to go to community college, because honestly, if you're just an average, like run-of-the-mill person, going to community college is the way to go. I mean, you don't get the college experience or whatnot, which kind of sucks, but I went to a community college and honestly, it was a great time. Okay, well, like, let that do its thing. Let it start enrolling students, start putting them into debt, so they have to find a job immediately afterwards. The next thing we want to do, first off, I need to speed up time, because right now our goal is to just first off make as much money as possible, which we are totally doing. We have 5.5 simoleons in the bank. It's insane. And we're also trying to reach our next daily profit threshold with $1.5 million per day with electronics. We're currently at 1.3 million, so we're close. I think if we built one more electronics factory or processor factory, we should be able to meet that goal. So let's just go ahead and do that. So we don't need this control net facility, turns out. So I'm gonna delete that. Goodbye! Hopefully the people who are working here got out of the building before we tore it down. If not, shit happens. I like how trees automatically regrow right in the place of the processing factory. That makes sense. Oh, that was a control net facility. But we're building a processing factory right here. My brain confuses everything a majority of the time, if you haven't realized that already. All right, processor factory. Let's build one more of these buckaroos. Bam. And we're just going to plop everything onto this just from the get-go. Let's place 3 more processing facilities onto the back of the building. and then also the sign. So it turns out signs don't do anything. The only buildings in this game that benefit from signs are casinos, because people see the flashy signs and they're like, hey, let's go in and possibly lose all our money. Well, most likely lose all our money. I'm gonna put a lot of delivery trucks on this thing. That way we can just start exporting as much of this as possible. Also, I'm gonna add some more delivery trucks to this trade depot, because this is where we're exporting all of our processors from, and the faster we can export these buckaroos, the better. Also, this is where we're storing our plastic. Something I think I might do, since we only have, I think we only have one oil refinery in the city, right? Is this the only oil refinery? Yes it is, and that's what's making our plastic, but I'm not sure if we're making enough plastic with this one oil refinery. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to start importing plastic, because we need to have a lot of plastic in order for these processing factories to go at full force. So we're just going to import the plastic so we can more easily reach our... Oh! Well, we already just reached our goal for the Electronics HQ. That is fantastic. Also, did I start a timer for this episode? I don't think I did. Oh, I did. Okay. I'm actually on top of my game for once. Okay, let's upgrade this shit. Fireworks. Katy Perry came and she cut the opening ribbon for our new tech's headquarters, because she knows everything about fireworks. I'm assuming this because she has a song named Firework. If you have a song about something, you're obviously an expert. You're obviously an export in that industry. So they are now selling Katy Perry's at firework factories. I wonder if there is a firework named after Katy Perry after that song. Like, she should start her own firework business because of that, because I think for some reason every single time I think about fireworks I think about Katy Perry. Maybe that's just because I listen to lots of trashy pop music. I know that's probably the case in this scenario. What are we doing next? Okay, so now that we have the Electronics HQ upgraded, we can add on a new addition called the Consumer Electronics Division. This puts our processors to practical use. The Consumer's Electronic Division wants your processors in consumers' homes instead of TVs and computers. Sweet. Let's plop this right next door. Now this building looks pretty tight. Hey, it looks like a really futuristic building. I love buildings that have like just a bunch of glass windows. First off, you know that they're not going to do too well if there's any sort of natural disasters. You know, this is like the last building I would want to be in during a tornado or an earthquake, because all of the windows would break. It would not be a good time. Speaking of natural disasters, we have not had a natural disaster since back in, it was like episode, I wanted to say like 8 or 9, a long time ago when we had that zombie outbreak. Happened a really, really long time ago. We've gotten pretty damn lucky in this city. But, you know, knock on wood. Every single time I mention that, I have to knock on wood. Especially in this city, a natural disaster would be terrible, because almost every single corner of the city is just super important to us. If any of these things got knocked down, we would be out of a lot of money just because we have so much money just invested into the city. But at the same time, we're making a lot of money in the city as well, so we would easily be able to just rebuild. Okay, how is our new community college doing? Oh, nice. It seems like students are already going there. Traffic? We haven't actually looked at our traffic in a while. I'm at this point just sort of overlooking it, just avoiding it, because... No, here. Are we having a problem with fires? Do we need to add some more fire trucks? We only have 2 fire trucks. We might need to add some more, just in case. I'm at the point with our budget, I honestly don't even care. I'm just building stuff, because I'd rather our city do well. Wait, speaking of doing well. You know, our approval rating is 77%. It's not the best, but it could be worse. It seems like the medium tech industrial is the least happy, and they're upset because their industrial workers weren't educated enough. But we're working on that because we just built the community college, so we should be good. What is the city hall talking about? If we get up to 80,000 residents, we'll be considered a major city. Think we can do it? Oh yeah. Let's go ahead and click yes, because we'll get $75,000 for doing that. And then, did we just get $75,000 just like right away? All we had to do was click a button and we made $75,000. That's amazing. Anyways, holy crap. First off, I'm gonna look at our utilities. How's our power doing? Ooh, it's actually not doing too great. Let's go ahead and combat this by adding a new combustion turbine engine. And now it's at full capacity. But, well, we might need to build a second oil power plant soon. But for the time being, I think we're fairly okay. Is the mall level doing okay? They need more shoppers to make a profit. Are we losing money here? Well, that's no good. Should we get rid of that? This top level? Because it seems like we're at a deficit here. You know, I'll keep it for now because I think that's our only medium wealth commercial in this city. I think. Let's look at our land value. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's our only medium wealth. Okay, so we'll keep that just because it's the only place they can shop. But if we need to, we might get rid of it. We will see. Oh, damn, we have a lot of abandoned buildings in this city. Let's just go ahead and tear them all down. There's like a bunch of fires ravaged this area. Oh my gosh, yes. Now at this point, I'm not sure if it's worth having all of these houses on these sides of the roads, because all it does is, I think, prevent these buildings from expanding even more. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go ahead and dezone the back sides of all of these roads. That way, things can expand on this side of the road. It should also take away a bit of the congestion on these streets. It'll clean them up, make them look a little bit nicer. Okay, look at how much cleaner our city looks after I deleted all of those houses. This area looks so much more clean, and I think these buildings will all be able to expand to medium or maximum density now. I wonder if that was the reason these buildings weren't expanding. That could be the case. So now they have a really good, just open area to expand as far as they want to. I think that was a good idea. At least I hope it was a good idea. Anyways, now that I got that done, let's go ahead and build an electronics building or an electronics factory. So there's only one option, the consumer electronics factory. We could probably place it right here. Well, there's not much space here. Maybe if I delete a section of this factory. So I expanded this processor's factory backwards too far. I could have expanded it sideways. I'm going to take off both of these assembly lines. I'll go back into edit mode and add them though, because they're still beneficial to us. Can we build to this side? Oh, we can't. No, it's okay, because we have enough processors now at this point. Now let's just build this consumer electronics division. Hopefully we can still expand this to full capacity. All right, we now have our first consumer electronics factory. That means we're about to make some major dollars. So we have a TV assembly line. I want to build 2 TV assembly lines and then 2 computer assembly lines. Oh yeah, we can still build backwards. We're still good. Perfect. Look at that. And let's go ahead and add some more delivery trucks and our beautiful, beautiful sign. We can only place it across the street. That's odd. Okay, I'll do it. Got some empty space over there anyways. Okay, so they need some more plastic and processors. We should probably change our processors in the market to use locally now. Instead of exporting them, we'll convert them into more expensive products. And how much? Oh, we also need a place to export our TVs and computers. Do we need to build a new trade depot? We don't really have space to build a new trade depot. We could probably export them up here. Let's see. Let's go into edit mode. We have room for 1 more storage lot. And we can also delete this freight lot. So let's get rid of this freight lot. We have a lot of coal in this city. I think for the next power plant, I'm going to build a coal power plant just so we can go through some of this coal. Okay, where are we at? Computer storage lot. Let's build one of these. And a TV storage lot. One of these as well. Now let's go into manage global market deliveries and export. Oh my gosh, 1.58 or just $158,000 per 1,000. That's so much money. And then also, woo, $184,000. Okay, maybe we should build some more computer factories after this one. I do want to build some TVs because next thing we're going to do is we're going to look at the arcology. But before we do that, let's look at power again. How are we doing with power? We're getting pretty close to not having enough. So let's go ahead and build a coal power plant. Let's build it right across the street from the coal storage lot. I'm not sure if we need to add any additions to this right now. Well, our excess is very small. Let's just go ahead and just pump some power out of this thing. Oh, I can't build one of the advanced coal generators, please. Well, how many of these can I build? Oh, we can build a lot of these dirty coal generators. They make a lot of air pollution though. I don't care. It's gonna blow the air pollution towards the ocean anyways. Just a bunch of smokestacks. Perfect. Okay, that should definitely help with our power. You know, having all these factories it really burns through a lot of resources in this city. Oh, look at this factory. It's upgraded again. Why is this one? Not enough workers. Well, that's unfortunate. I'm not sure if I should, whenever a factory closes down for not having enough workers, I'm never sure if I should demolish it or if I should let them just like reopen, because I'm pretty sure these types of factories can reopen. I'm pretty sure it's just the buildings that are burned down that you absolutely have to demolish. I mean, they still look terrible though. They're like, there's holes in the sides of the walls and the roof. Doesn't look like it's in that great of shape. Okay, what is their problem? Our city is pretty big now. If we had a bus terminal, we could bus in tourists. No thanks, we do not want tourists in the city. It's the last thing we want. Mayor Cedarwall, the tech sector is booming in the city now that we've established an electronics HQ. Oh, they want us to build a space center? No, don't want to build one of those either. What about these guys? Mayor, we just got the word that a neighboring city has a desperate need for coal to power their city. We just happen to have coal. Let's send them a gift. Nah. All of these terrible ideas. Okay, fire station, what's your issue? Hey, Mayor, my friends and I want to do a fireworks show. No, that's a terrible... No, we're not wanting to burn down shit in our city. You guys already have problems as it is. Looks like they want to build an academy. No. Stop asking me stupid questions. Are we still making decent money? Oh my gosh, our budget is to negative $30,000 per hour. I mean, most of that's going to city specialization, which we're making a lot of money with. No, we don't have... Seems like we're not making a whole lot of money. Are we making, like... We're probably making too many processors now. Yeah, it seems like we have a surplus of processors. I might want to make another storage lot and export extra processors that we make. Where could I add another storage lot to? Yeah, I don't think we need all of these oil. Yeah, I do not think we need this many oil storage lots. So let's go into edit mode over here. Bulldoze that. We'll keep this one freight lot, but let's build another processor storage lot and then export these processors. Because we can export some of these, because we're making a lot of processors. How many processors factories do we have in the city? 1, 2, 3. This is processors 4. Yeah, I'm sure we have way too many processors. So that should start making us some money. So I think we're doing fairly okay now. We have a lot of extra alloy. Maybe we want to export some of this too. I mean, it doesn't hurt to have extra resources. Okay, next thing I want to do is I want to look at the arcology, because that is one of our major goals right now. So over here is the Great Works projects, and what we're going to want to build is an arcology. Now, there's a person in the comments that's been giving me lots of detailed just help every single episode, just going through and just giving me timestamps and like really good feedback every single episode. And he said that you should have at least about $20 million before you build an arcology, because it takes about that much money to make all of the resources that are needed to build one of these things. Now, I'm not sure if we want all of those resources before we build it, or if we can just go ahead and build it now and then start sending the resources over. So I guess you guys can let me know exactly what I should do in the comments for this episode, and then if I can build this now, I'll go ahead and build it and next episode, and we'll start like sending the resources over, because the arcology, I believe it takes away the necessity of needing any residential in any of your cities. The arcology will just match the demand for any residential, and you can just turn all of your cities into specialization for factories. You can add tourism, education, shopping districts, and whatever else you could possibly need in a city. But we will hold off on this one more episode, because I do not want to be too quick on the punch for that. Besides, we're still needing to make a bit more money, and I think we're going to start making more money now that we have the processors exporting, along with exporting those computers and stuff. Looks like there's a problem with health. Let's take a look. Oh wow, there's a bunch of unhealthy people in this city. Okay, maybe we should add on some additions to our hospital. First thing you might want to build, well, how is our capacity? Oh, we're doing 50 out of 50 people. Okay, we should definitely build another patient rooms wing. Let's plop that at the very top. What is this, a wellness center? This dispatches a wellness van to visit residents in your city. The wellness van helps Sims clean up, removing some of the germs. Oh, that sounds like a really good idea for our factories. Let's build a couple of these maybe, even though they cost a lot of money. But at this point, I'm not sure if I should worry about the budget. I'm unsure. Another ambulance bay might be a good idea. I'm not sure if that's necessary either. Our capacity rose by 75 people. Okay, that should do the trick for now. We'll see how those additions help our city. But yeah, there's a lot of sick people. Are we actually having trouble with power again? It's pretty insane seeing that we just built a fully expanded coal power plant just like 10 minutes ago. Oh Lord. How's everything else doing? I mean, we're still making money. We've gone up about $400,000. So as long as we're making money, that's always a good thing. I'm almost just tempted to sit here for a second and just let the money flow in. Something else we need to do soon is we need to go back to Kansas. We need to start researching a few more things in the academy. We need to build a university. What else could we possibly do over there? Well, let's just go ahead and just look at that city and just see how it's going. Before we go over there, though, we should definitely lend them some money because I know they were about to go bankrupt. So I'll send them probably like another $1 million. Okay, 1,000K. Let's send them that gift and head on over there. Yeah, to Kansas, our favorite city ever. It's doing so well. I mean, honestly, looking at the budget now, negative $8.5 thousand per hour is not that bad, especially compared to like the negative $31,000 per hour that To Canada is seeing right now. Yeah, the city's not doing too bad. Let's go ahead and just take a look at all of the things going on. It's been a hot second since we've been over here, so let's just, I'm not trying to click on this building under construction. I'm trying to click on the academy, thank you. Okay, we're researching the advanced wave generator. It's at 0%. Let's go ahead and just speed up time and let that do its thing. I might just like stay in the city for a second, and now just so we can get a university and just start upgrading some stuff at the academy, because that's like really necessary. This city still needs a bit more work. You know, one thing that I think we're gonna do, I'm gonna get rid of this mega tower completely. I do not think we need this thing. I think it's costing us money and it's also causing a lot of traffic. That's just super unnecessary, and I think we're just better off using this space for something else. So I'm just gonna do it. I'm gonna get rid of this mega tower. There's nothing important in here, just some low-level apartment levels and office levels. So we're demolishing it. Damn, that was actually pretty sweet. I think it's so cool whenever they have the controlled explosions where they knock down skyscrapers and how they manage to have the whole entire like skyscraper fall in on itself. But that actually hurt our budget. Okay. Fire. Hazmat fires. Okay, so what we're gonna build in the space instead is a university, I think. Let's get rid of that tiny road. That's not necessary. And then also, why are these, oh, are these still, oh damn. That's a hazmat fire. That's what the green fires are. Crap, that's actually really, really bad. Why are all these, holy shit. I was not expecting that. That was terrifying. Okay, well, let's just erase that and pretend like nothing ever happened. You know, traffic doesn't look like a travesty in the city like it used to. It still doesn't look great, but all of these maglev stations look really nice. I'm loving it. So we have some oil refineries. They're creating fuel and plastic. I'm trying to figure out if we want to do something else with specialization in this city, or if maybe we're better off just deleting all of the specialization and replacing it with tourism. We could make this a tourism city. If we just replace all of these oil wells with monuments and casinos, that might be pretty sweet. Or do I just want to build another city and turn that into a tourist city? It's really, really hard to say at this point. Okay, I'm actually not entirely sure if it was a good idea to get rid of that mega tower, because now we have a huge demand for low wealth residential, like insane. And apparently We don't have anybody working at our mayor's mansion because there's not enough workers. Who's gonna trim our hedges? Who is going to restock our fire pit that's never turned off with more coal? Oh, it's working again. Okay, the flag's going back up. It looks like things aren't as bad. What is the next thing we want to do? We're still waiting for the academy. See, it's at 11%, so it is making some decent progress. Where would be a really good location for a university? Doesn't seem like there is a good location in this city for a university. Do we actually want this industry back here? Yeah, we need some industry in this city. I just can't decide. You know what? I think I'm gonna put the university on this road right here. That's like the best location I can think of possibly putting it. Okay, university time. The university provides the highest grade of education to your population, research advanced technologies at the various schools of higher learning. Well, I just realized this is also going to raise the land value to high wealth, and that's probably not a good thing to have next to our low wealth. So maybe if we put it like back here near our high wealth. Okay, I'm just going to place it because I don't think we need all of these high wealth buildings. I also need to put some zoning back here. So we're going to place our university right next to the mayor's mansion. Let's raise the land value back here by a little bit more. Let's see how that rose it. Yeah, lots of high land value. What's up with this? Too much crime in this building? Okay, well, I'm gonna destroy this building. Oh, I did not mean to delete that part of the maglev station. Oops. And let's also get rid of this building. And it looks like that's all the rebel we have in this city. It's not bad. Okay, we're gonna rezone this small little section so they can start building back here. And I need to fix this maglev now that I broke it. My B, did not mean to do that. Don't worry, I got you, fam. There we go. Good as new. I'm also thinking about deleting one of these oil wells. I don't think we need as many oil wells as we currently have, because I think I read a comment at one point that said you can have 2 oil refineries per 1 oil well, and we have 3 full oil wells but just 2 oil refineries. I think we have just 2, right? Wait, it says no crude oil. Really? Well, are we exporting it again? Is that what's happening? I might have turned it back onto export. No, it's set to use locally. How do we not have enough crude oil then? That honestly makes no sense. We should have more than enough. Do we have another storage facility? Here, let's look. I'm actually really confused by this. We have some back here. But there's no oil back here, it's just fuel. No, that's definitely an oil storage lot, isn't it? Fuel, what? Wait, 1 second, let me go into edit mode. Or is this thing fuel? Oh, that's a fuel storage lot, okay. Never mind, I was wrong. Okay, we also do not need this trade port. This is super, super unnecessary. Let's get rid of that. Damn it, our budget looks terrible again. That really sucks. So we have our university. We didn't even look at this thing. We just kind of built it. It needs power. Is that what it was saying? Mayor, I know you probably have your hands full of requests now that you have your university. Can you put some time and research into a solar farm Grace Works? No, we're not going to do that. Okay, so what kind of additions do we have onto this thing? Oh, we can start research projects here as well. Okay, concentrated solar array. We got the solar farm Great Works. No thanks. Vertical turbine. Nah. Gen 2 thermal reactor. No. Fast neutron reactor. No. Clean coal generator. Maybe. Clean oil generator. Maybe as well on that. Surgical center. I kind of want to research that one. Detective wing. That might also be a good research project. You know, this university doesn't have as many like research projects that I thought it did. Let's go ahead and put the sign. What is this? A pedestrian path? Wait, why in the world does the university have a pedestrian path? You know, that's one thing that makes City Skylines way better than SimCity, is the fact that you can build paths around your city for the residents to walk on. It's honestly one of my favorite aspects of that game. We can build dormitories, school of business. What do we need here? You have to have university students attend class per day to reach the upgrade threshold. Oh, how many students do we need for that? 1,000 students. It's quite a bit. School of medicine, school of science. Well, we can't do anything. I guess we'll just wait for some students to start going here. We have 1 student. Yes! What a milestone. Perfection. Wow, this region in general is just a mess. Just a complete mess. But it's still not doing too bad. How's our recycling factory doing? Whoa, it seems like our recycling factory is doing amazing. We do have storage lots for alloy and metal, right? Or did I erase that when I built the... Is that what the trade port was doing? Were we exporting alloy and metal there? I think we were. Well, I need to build another trade port then. Okay, let's start exporting both of these resources. We should be making a lot more money from that. You know, the city is not doing too bad now. I'm still so fucking surprised that we don't have enough crude oil for these things. I literally don't understand that. We have 3 full oil wells in the city. What the actual hell? I'm glad I didn't have some commenters that know more about this game than me. Okay, we're teaching 45 students now, so it seems like that number is just gonna progressively go up. That's fine with me. Somebody's driving by outside blasting some really loud music. Sometimes I can actually tell what song people are playing from a distance just by the bass line. Like I can recognize the bass line to specific rap songs sometimes. Next thing you might want to do is look at some of our services. Waste disposal. Are we actually having some difficulties with this? It's actually surprising now that we have a recycling center and this garbage dump is actually pretty expanded as well. Maybe it's just because there's so much traffic. Traffic can cause so many problems in this game. Large fire station. This might be something we want to look into soon. That was what we wanted to research. Okay, what do we need to be able to build the hazmat fire thingamajig? I know in order to be able to put out hazmat fires, we needed some upgrade for the large fire station, and I'm pretty sure we had to research that through the university, but I can't figure that out anymore. Unsure on what to do. I guess I'll go back and look into Canada real fast. Okay, in order to put out hazmat fires, we need to build the hazmat garage. Oh, so we just need to build a university with a school of engineering. That's all we gotta have is the school of engineering. Okay, so that's not too difficult. So pretty much we just need 1,000 people to go to our university in order to do that. Man, is our budget at, oh, it's actually at a deficit. Oh, well, that's because we just sent $1 million over to Kansas. That is why. What I think we might do for now is I'm just going to sit in the city with time on fast forward for like 10 extra minutes just so we can rack up some extra money. And then once that is done, I will end the episode. So let's go into fast forward mode now. Alright, we're over $8 million now, which is crazy. There's a few things I want to do real fast. First off, it looks like we still have a power deficit. I might build another coal power plant just because we can. So I'm going to build one somewhere. Why can't I build one here? It's actually kind of weird. I guess we'll build one right here. I wonder, we can probably upgrade it to the top capacity. I believe we can build, yes. We can have an advanced coal generator back there and then fill in the rest of the space with regular coal generators. All right, we should be fine on power now. Yes, definitely. We also have a really high demand for all forms of wealth. Like I said, we're still not going to add high wealth to the city, but let's just go ahead and add some more mega tower levels. I think this mall level will start making more money if we build a medium wealth apartment level so people can actually shop there, because we don't have very much medium wealth residential in this city. So let's just go ahead and add some medium wealth because I don't think that would hurt in the least bit. And why does it still say power is a problem? Running low on oil? Are we really? I forgot why. Oh, I think we're exporting it, right? Oh no, we're importing plastic. You know, we'd probably be better off importing oil because it's cheaper and then refining it ourselves instead of importing plastic. So I'm going to do that instead. I'm going to turn off plastic imports and we're going to import oil instead because honestly, oil is so much cheaper and we can just refine it afterwards. Are these buildings need to be bulldozed? Not enough places to ship freight? But there's like a completely empty freight storage lot back here. Maybe we need some more trucks. Nope, it has full trucks. Interesting. Well, I guess I'll just knock these buildings down. And these buildings are all being, there's not enough skilled workers. It's honestly really surprising to me since we have so many we have 2 community colleges here. That's abandoned, and oh dang, that's another big abandoned building. Damn. How's our police precinct doing? It seems like it's doing pretty good. I'm surprised crime is a problem in this city. Okay, well we're getting close to $10 million. I think what I'm gonna do now is I'm just gonna keep on letting it fast forward until we reach $10 million, and then I will end the episode after that. And we've officially broke $10 million into Canada. Wow. Okay. Well, if it does take $20 million to build the arcology, we are over halfway there now, and it didn't take that long to get this much money. So things are looking on the up and up for this city, honestly. So it seems like 2 Canada's making a lot of money, and then 2 Kansas is back to the point where it's making a profit. So I think both cities are doing pretty well. Anyways, down in the comment section below, let me know what you want me to do next episode. I could potentially also build a 3rd city, and we can start dabbling in tourism a little bit. There's a lot to do in this game still. It gets overwhelming, but it's still really fun. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching this episode. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up, and I will see you all in the next one. Goodbye.